Imagine this. It's the end of the month. Your manager needs the sales report. And instead of spending 2 hours copy-pasting data, building tables, and reformatting everything from scratch, you drop a new file into a folder, click one button, and the entire report updates itself. Charts, totals, everything. That's exactly what we're building today. This is a step-by-step tutorial on how to create an automatic, self-updating report in Excel using Power Query and PivotTables. Once this is set up, you will never manually rebuild the same report again. I'll walk through every step clearly. You don't need to be an Excel expert. You just need to follow along. Let's get into it. Prepare your data source. Before we touch Excel, we need to set up our data properly, because the whole system depends on one rule. Your data always has to look the same. Here's what I mean. If you're exporting data from a CRM, an accounting system, a finance tool, or even just copying from another spreadsheet, that export needs to have the same column headers every single time. Same names, same order. If one month your file has a column called sales amount, and the next month it's called revenue, the automation breaks. So make sure whatever you're exporting is consistent. Second thing, create a dedicated folder on your computer for your data exports, something like monthly sales data or report source files. Every time you get a new data file, you drop it into this folder. That folder is what Excel will connect to. So don't move it, rename it, or reorganize it once we've set everything up. That's it for step 1. Simple preparation, but it's the foundation everything else builds on. If you have multiple monthly files in your folder that you want to combine into one dataset, click From Folder. If you're working with a single file, click From Workbook. Select your folder or file, then click Transform Data. This opens the Power Query Editor, a separate window where you clean and shape your data before it comes into Excel. Here's where you can remove columns you don't need, filter out blank rows, change data types, rename headers. Every step you take in here gets recorded as a sequence of steps on the right side panel. That's important. It means every time new data comes in, Power Query repeats all of these steps automatically. Once your data looks clean, click Close and Load in the top left corner. Power Query brings the clean data into a new sheet in your workbook as a proper Excel table. This table is your foundation. Everything else connects to it. One important tip here: if your folder has multiple files, Power Query combines them all automatically. So if you have January, February, and March exports as separate files in the same folder, Power Query merges them into one unified table. Add April's file to the folder later, and it pulls that in too on the next refresh. Now that your data is loaded, let's build the actual report using a pivot table. Click anywhere inside the data table that Power Query loaded. Go to Insert, then Pivot Table. A dialog box asks you where you want to place it. Choose a new sheet to keep things organized. Click OK. The Pivot Table Fields panel opens on the right. This is where you design your report by dragging fields into 4 areas: rows, columns, values, and filters. For a sales report, for example, you might drag region into rows, month into columns, and sales amount into values. And instantly, you have a table showing total sales by region for each month. Spend a few minutes experimenting with different layouts. Pivot tables are non-destructive. You can rearrange fields as many times as you want without affecting the source data. Once your table looks right, click anywhere inside the pivot table. Go to Insert and click Pivot Chart. Choose the chart type that fits your data. A bar chart or line chart works well for most reports. The pivot chart stays connected to the pivot table, so when the data updates, the chart updates automatically too. If you want filters, like the ability to view only one region or one product category, add a slicer. Go to Insert, Slicer, choose the field you want to filter by, and you get clickable visual filter buttons sitting right on your sheet. Automate with Refresh. This is the step that makes everything automatic, and it's almost embarrassingly simple. When new data arrives, a new monthly export, a new file added to your folder, you don't rebuild anything. You just drop the new file into your source folder. Then go to the Data tab in Excel and click Refresh All. That one click triggers Power Query to reread the folder, pull in any new files, reapply every cleaning step you set up, and reload the data. The pivot table reads the updated data and recalculates all its totals. The pivot chart redraws itself, the slicers update. The whole report is current in seconds. If you want this to happen even more automatically, you can schedule automatic refresh. Click on any cell in the Power Query table, go to Data then Properties, and you'll see an option to refresh every X minutes or refresh when the file is opened. Turn on Refresh on Open, and anyone who opens the Excel file gets current data immediately without pressing anything. Advanced automation with macros. If your report also needs consistent formatting every time, specific colors on certain rows, column widths, headers bolded a certain way, you can automate that part too using a macro. First, enable the Developer tab if you don't have it. Go to File Options, Customize Ribbon, and check the Developer box. Now the Developer tab appears in your ribbon. Click Record Macro. Give your macro a name, something like Format Report, and click OK. Now perform every formatting step you want automated. Select the header row. Apply a background color. Bold the text. Resize columns. Whatever your report needs to look polished. When you're done, click Stop Recording. Excel has recorded every single action you just took as a reusable script. Next month you click one button and all of that formatting is applied instantly. Save your workbook as a macro-enabled workbook. That's the .xlsm format, so the macro stays saved with the file. Key tips before you go. 3 things that will save you a lot of frustration as you build this. First, use Excel tables for your source data. When Power Query loads your data, it usually creates a table automatically. If not, press Ctrl-T to convert it. Tables expand automatically when new rows are added, which means your pivot table always has access to all the data without you adjusting any ranges manually. Second, never make manual changes on the report sheet. If you want to rename a column, remove a field, or change how the data is cleaned, do it inside Power Query. If you manually delete or reorder columns on the loaded data sheet, those changes disappear the next time you refresh because Power Query overwrites them. Third, Power Automate for emailing. If you need this report sent to your team or your manager on a schedule, Microsoft Power Automate can do that for free. You can set up a flow that opens your Excel file on a schedule, refreshes the data, exports it as a PDF, and emails it to a list of recipients automatically. We won't go through that full setup today, but know it exists. Your report can go from being built manually to being delivered automatically. Let's recap the whole process. Step 1. Keep your data consistent and save exports to a dedicated folder. Step 2. Use Power Query under the Data tab to connect to that folder, clean the data, and load it into Excel. Step 3. Build your pivot table and pivot chart from that loaded data. Step 4. Click Refresh All whenever new data arrives, or set it to refresh automatically. Step 5. Use a recorded macro for any repetitive formatting. And 3 key habits. Use Excel tables. Never manually edit the loaded data sheet. And look into Power Automate if you want the report emailed on a schedule. Once this is set up, what used to take you 2 hours takes about 30 seconds. That's what automation actually means. If this helped, hit the like button and subscribe. Drop a comment if you got stuck on any step, and I'll help you out.